What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Happy hump day, baby. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $15 a month. If you haven't joined yet, what are you doing? We just swept for the second day in a row using the Props Made Easy NBA tool. And it was fantastic once again. All right, so let's go ahead and have another amazing day. If you haven't joined Props Made Easy yet, we have just reached the 7,000 active member mark. If you're not a part of that 7,000, then you're just, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Only $15 a month and become better at player props. Anybody who says Props Made Easy didn't make them a better player prop better or isn't making them better at betting their player props and saving them a ton of time is just lying. All right, this thing is amazing. So let's go for 3 days straight sweeping NBA and let's talk some NFL for week 14. All right, so first and foremost, let's take a look at the biggest sportsbook differentials. At the top of the list, Zay Flowers receiving yards is at 59.5. It's 55.5 other places, and we have him projected at 52, a minus 7.5. So not only is it a minus 4 sportsbook differential on the under for Zay Flowers, but a minus 7.5 projection differential on the under for Zay Flowers. So I really like the under on Zay Flowers early on this week. Sorry. The over on Baker Mayfield's passing yards is set at 223.5. It's 226.5 other places. That's a 3 passing yard differential. We have him projected for 229.1. Again, we're not expecting him to have a huge game, but against Atlanta, he should be able to easily hit this. 5.6 projection differential on the over. 3 sportsbook differential for the passing yard over. Really like that spot for him a lot. Next up, we have, who else do I want to talk about? Is those really the two, man? I mean, Aiden O'Connell's passing yards under 213.5. He's 210.5 other places, a minus 3 sportsbook differential. We have him projected at 210, only point 0.5 different than other places have the line set for Aiden O'Connell's passing yards, which would tell you we're pretty much all over it and that the under would most likely be the move to go here. So under on Aiden O'Connell, under on Zay Flowers receiving yards. And then we grabbed the over on Baker Mayfield's passing yards of 223.5. Those are the early look picks that I really, really like. All right. When it comes to NBA, the first pick that we're going to lock in is Zach Collins points. Zach Collins has made me so much money, man. I like to just continue rolling with him, especially when the juice is heavy and the projection's heavy on the over. Zach Collins points at 10.5. Vegas has the over at minus 135. Solid juice on the over. We have him projected at 16.8, a 6.38 projection differential. Over on Zach Collins points of 10.5 is where we're going to start things out. And then there's another play I really, really like on the board right now, and that is Fred VanVleet, points plus assists. 25.5 against OKC. Juice is heavy on the over at minus 135. Projection of 28.39, a 2.89 projection differential. So over on Fred VanVleet, points assists of 25.5. And then we're going over the Zach Collins points of 10.5. Two very solid juice leaning on that side plays, but the projection's also solid on the over as well. So very solid spots for both of those guys. Nothing for college football. For college basketball, the best options are a couple unders. Jamal Shead points at 13.5 under, and LJ Cryer points 17.5 under. Other sportsbooks have Cryer at 16.5. Other sportsbooks have Jamal at 12.5. So you're able to get that -1 value on these two guys, making them the best value options on the board for college basketball. Under on both of their points. NHL is getting some work done. As you can see, it hasn't been updated in a while. It's getting some work done on it. It will be back as soon as it gets finished. So we're going to skip NHL for right now. For CS2, the best options are you've got 4 -1.5s on the unders, and you've got 1 on the over. I'm going to grab Knock for Apex, map 1 and 2 kills, over 32.5. He's 34 on other places. That's a 1.5 sportsbook differential. You can grab the value with that line being a little lower on Prizepicks. Over 32.5 for Knock for Apex. And then because it's a half line, out of choosing all these guys, I'm going to go the under on Haji for 3D Max, map 1 and 2 kills of 32.5. He's 31 other places. That's a -1.5 sportsbook differential. So under on Haji, over on Knock are the way we're going to go for CS2. And then for Valorant, we really good value on the over. Forsaken for Paper Rex. Map 1 and 2 kills of 33. He's 35 other places. You can grab that good value and go over on Prizepicks of 33. And then When it comes to grabbing an under, I'm gonna stick with the 2. But there's other options. There's other 1.5 options as you can see for overs, and there's also some 1.5s on the unders. Okay, but we're gonna play the number 1 guy, Forsaken. I'm not gonna try to force anything. I'm gonna go with my absolute favorite there for Forsaken. All right, let's do a recap. For NFL as of right now, the best value is Baker Mayfield's passing yards over 223.5. Then we're grabbing the under on Zay Flowers' receiving yards of 59.5. Those are 2 of the best values that we have on the board right now. When it comes to NBA, we have Zach Collins, points over 10.5. Solid juice on the over at minus 135. Solid projection, a 6.38. Over on Zach Collins, points of 10.5. And then one of my favorite plays on the board just feels really good to me. Fred VanVleet's points assist at 25.5. Solid juice on the over at minus 135. Projection of 28.39, a 2.89 projection differential. Very solid spot there as well. Man, I'm telling y'all, coming into the Props Made Easy tools, if you're a Props Made Easy member, I know I've said this many times, but if you're a Props Made Easy member, okay, and you haven't tried coming into the tools about 15 to 30 minutes before the game start and grab that last minute value, you'll find minus 145 values. You'll find minus 140s. Some really solid value. There was even a minus 150 on the board for a slight minute yesterday using the Props Made Easy tools. So remember, as soon as players drop on Props Made Easy, as soon as we update as soon as we possibly can, giving you the most possible time to get these values in before the bumps. Okay, so they drop immediately on Props Made Easy. There's no stalling. Okay, so if there's a minus 150 on the board and you see it on Props Made Easy still, it probably just became that, and you need to go ahead and lock that in, especially if it's the plus projection as well. Like if you have plus EV plus projection highlighted, right, and you see a minus 145 or a minus 150, you already know that not only is that heavy juice on that side, but projection and analytics also support it from our, and we're partnering with the biggest projection player stat company in the entire industry. The people we're partnered with are partnered with ESPN and big name companies. So these are number 1 analytics, okay? So you can rest assured that, damn, I'm getting a minus 145 and projections on the over. I know this is a fire play. And I've been locking those in last minute and absolutely feasting later on in the day. So if y'all want to try that strategy, go ahead. Obviously, grab the early values when you can, especially if you see like a minus 145 or some crazy juice popping in there. We are working on right now making it so the top juice plays pop up at the top here when it comes to plus EV plus projection. Okay, so not only is plus EV plus projection going to be highlighted, but it's going to already automatically be sorted by the highest juice players here soon. We're finalizing everything there, making sure everything's good before we release that for NBA. But yeah, as soon as you come into the tool, the top plays up here will be the best Vegas values that you could possibly ask for. Okay, at the very top, and then it'll go down from there. Okay, but it'll all be plus EV plus projection options. All right, so you don't have to go searching for a minus 140 or a minus 135. You'll be able to have them automatically at the top because they'll be some of the best juices. All right. Anyway, let's continue with our recap. College basketball, we had the minus 1s under on Jamal points, under on LJ Cryer points. NHL is getting updated, as I said. Whenever that comes back, Props Made Easy members, y'all be able to utilize that, obviously. Over on Knock Apex, 32.5. And then we went under on Haji because he's the half score at 32.5. And then Valorant to finish things off. Great value of Forsaken Paper Rex over map 1 and 2 kills of 33. All right. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's just keep feasting, baby. 3 days in a row sweeping. Let's get it. Sweep emojis down in the comment section if you made it this far. It'll let me know that you stayed the entire video. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for joining me as always. And let's get it. I'm out.